Hi there, it's Mrs. Drake with the saxophone, and we're going to be doing lesson 20. I hope you already warmed up on your 5-note scale, and I'd also like to do a warm-up from page 26. So everybody flip back to page 26. I want to do the fourth one down, the one that's called technique. The fourth one down, the first one that's called technique. Technique means finger skills. Okay, so you'll see it's kind of patterns. It's patterns, and the second line has some slurs, and I encourage you to try to do it with the slurs. I am going to do it with the slurs. So song 4 is kind of a scale-ish pattern, and it just works your fingers. Okay, so song 4, this is going to be the speed. Remember, it's F first finger. There's no key signature. Everybody warm up the first measure. Okay, song 4. 1, 2, ready, go. That's a nice warm-up. Okay, flip back to lesson 20. Jump back to lesson 20. Okay. I don't care for song 1. Go ahead and you can just not practice. Don't even bother with song 1. I find it's kind of confusing. Let's just go ahead and take a look at song 2. This one's called Camptown Races, and you might recognize it. It's kind of famous melody. F-sharp key signature. But there's no F's in it anyways. It's because the melody ends on a G. Often when the melody ends on a G, they have F-sharp key signature, even if there's no F's. Notice some of the notes have the arrows over it. Those are called accents. Flick your tongue a little harder than you usually do, which makes the note come out a little bit louder. I feel it's icing on the cake. Mostly worry about your fingers, get the rhythm right, get your tone good. But if you feel like you got that all under control, then you can try to do the accents. Okay, song 2. Ta, 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 ta. Gonna do it kind of quick speed. Everybody warm up the beginning of number 2. Okay, song 2. 1, 2, ready, go. Famous melody. Okay, song 3, F-sharp key signature, middle finger for the F's. There are a few slurs. Alrighty, so this one is a little more challenging. If you want to just listen to me play it the first time and you can just move your fingers along with me. Or, of course, feel free to turn off the video and try it at a slower speed. I'm going to go this speed. So everybody go ahead and warm up the beginning. Okay, song 3. 1, 2, ready. Melody. Okay, I want to point something out. Number 4 and then the one at the bottom, Variation on a Theme by Beethoven, are the same. If you look at number 4, and I'll call it number 5, can you tell that they're like exactly the same? I don't know why they bothered with that. So play whichever one you want, because they are the same. Beethoven is a famous German composer, and his symphony number 3 is called the Rohnke Symphony. It's a full piece of music. It probably is about 30 minutes long. Beautiful. So this is just one small chunk of it. But if you're enjoying this melody, if you enjoy song 4, I encourage you to look on YouTube and see if you can find the whole Beethoven Symphony number 3 and maybe listen to it. I think, it's a beautiful piece of music. This is just one small chunk of it. Okay, I am going to do the slurs. There are a few accents. There's no key signature, so the F has to be first finger F. Again, write a reminder if you think you need to. If you look in the middle of the second line, do you notice there's a fermata in the middle of the second line? So that means you hold it as long as the leader wants. And it's on an F natural. So on that F natural, I'll blow it long, and then I'll nod my head, and then I want a moment of silence, and then we'll continue. Do you notice the next note is an F sharp? So just try to follow along with me and see if you can catch how I want that to go there. So we'll hold the fermata note a little bit longer than 3 beats. There'll be a moment of silence, and then we'll continue on. Notice there's 2 sets of repeats, and there's 2 first endings and second endings. So it ends up being a long piece of music. There's some accent marks on measure 11. So it ends up being kind of complicated. The first time through, you might want to just listen to me play it so you can, maybe move your fingers. But I encourage you to try to play it along with me. And also, this one has that recording that goes along with it. Of course, there's the famous symphony piece by Beethoven. I hope you enjoyed listening to it. But this one also has that recording that goes with it that I sent it to you that you can play along with it. Okay. So everybody, song 4 starts on a pickup note, so I'll lead it off with 1, 2, 3, and then you jump in. So everybody warm up at the beginning. Remember, it's first finger F natural. All right, I'm going to, with all the repeats, and I'm going to lead it off with 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That one's really beautiful. Okay, that was lesson 20.